We're back now at 8:11, and we've got today's professionals with us. Star Jones, Donny, Deutsch, and Padma Lakshmi, host of Bravo's Top Chef, is here to take the spot of Dr. Nancy. Welcome all. Nice to see you. I'm going to start with a subject that brings us full circle to a subject we discussed here about a month ago. We were asking the question, when will a male in a professional major sport in the United States come out and say I'm gay? We got the answer this week. Jason Collins, a pro basketball player, did it directly and eloquently, so it brings us to the next question. What's next? What happens? Do we see a lot of other players come out?
Well, let me first of all talk about Jason and his career. It's interesting. The Times did a study about 7-foot centers, 34-year-olds. With his stats, he would have a 50% chance of getting hired next year.
He's without a team right now.
He's a free agent.
Right. Guess what? It's 100% now. David's
totally.
It's very interesting. I'm not saying he did it for this reason, but David Stern, who is a brilliant marketer, will not let the NBA reject him, even if performance-wise he would be. So I find it fascinating. At this moment in time, he chose to do it. Obviously, brave thing to do, career, brilliant thing to do.
I don't think it's a bad thing. Even if it does benefit his career, so what?
Yeah,
There's
absolutely,
such great benefit to what he did. And, you know, we're all trying to use whatever we can to stand out. And this is a noble way for Jason to stand out. And I think it's a great idea to come out.
But let me get this straight. Are you saying if he had a contract now for the next couple of years, he might not have come out at this point?
I'm not saying that. I don't know Jason Collins, but all I'm saying is I'm glad he came out. And if he gets some ancillary benefit from it, more power to him.
I don't think that, say, a Rosa Parks set out to be the person that people will call the mother of the civil rights era. I don't think that Jason Collins started out thinking I'm going to be this gay hero. But if it becomes a movement that equalizes people not based on their sexuality, it works.
Yeah, but that's where I started, and we kind of got off the subject. The question is, does this prompt other major players? Yes. Some are questioning out loud whether Jason Collins has the star power to get other players to do the same thing.
I think he does, only because of the reaction from other major NBA stars and just entertainers and the media in general. I mean, I was on Twitter and I saw so many people who don't even give a darn about basketball come out.
We're paying attention.
Yeah.
All right, let me move on, all right? This next one is, interestingly enough, about a commercial that ran on our air just a little while ago. JC Penney had a very bad 2012. They lost about a third of their customers. It was a dismal financial year. They came out with an ad that takes it on right off the bat, straight on. We made mistakes, we're sorry. Take a look.
It's no secret. Recently, JC Penney changed. Some changes you liked, and some you didn't. But what matters with mistakes is what we learn. We learned a very simple thing: to listen to you, to hear what you need to make your life more beautiful. Come back to JC Penney. We heard you. Now, we'd love to see you.
We made mistakes. We messed up. Come back. You're the ad guy. Is this a good approach?
I'll tell you why I'm the ad guy. A couple of months ago, I was having lunch with Bill Ackman, who was the hedge fund guy that owns J.C. Penney, and I said to him, hey, dude, here's what you got to do. Mea culpa. Come straight out and say, we screwed up. What they didn't do, and we didn't do it with them, I just told them that as a friend to give them advice, I would have gone much further. Really had fun with myself. Said, hey, we screwed up. What a bunch of idiots we are. We owe you, and here's what we're going to do for you. To me, there was almost something a little disingenuous. We did some things good.
I have to tell you, I liked it, and it would make me go to JCPenney and see if they really changed. It actually would. I was a Jacques C. Penney kind of girl, so I would go back to JCPenney. I liked the ad. It appealed.
The reason I like it is because what they were accused of when they changed their strategy is alienating their core customer. That ad, even the maternal tone of the narrator and the images that you see are so intimate. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to reestablish that intimacy with their customer.
And they're trying to appeal to us, the women.
I see it very transparent. I think if you're going to do a mea culpa, you got to really kind of step forward and say, this was really stupid.
Yeah, but do you really want to focus people on the past, or do you want them looking toward the future?
Well, you kind of sometimes you have to reset. That's what we call a reset ad.
I think if they were going after boys, then maybe yes. But if they're going after girls, we want you to say, I'm sorry, but you know what? We got some good sales. Come on,
but that's my point. They don't give you anything.
Let me move on. Google Glass. We tried them on here yesterday. Okay, you can you can do a little emailing. You can take pictures. You can take video. You can wear them on the street. You can get all kinds of information. Raise your hand if you think you might be signing up for an early pair of Google Glass.
No.
No? No?
I would be curious. I would.
Do you worry, Padma, that somebody could be walking down the street behind you and say, she looks nice, and they can talk to their Google Glass and say, take a picture or take a video, that you lose privacy if a lot of people start to have this?
Well, I already have lost my privacy, and so people already do that. They just get money for doing it. I think what this will do is change the way we think of privacy, because if everyone is a subject of this kind of surveillance, then our very notion of privacy is different. It's already happening with Google Maps.
Here's why I don't get frightened that, oh my God, it's going to happen. We will self-police ourselves. I actually think people wearing them, there'll be a scarlet letter. I actually think the public has a way of self-correcting. We're not going to see where
everybody is wearing them.
But it's not going to get to that point.
Yeah, but if you think about the headphones walking around with your smartphones, everybody walks around with them now. So if you see everyone with Google Glass, your privacy is definitely diminished.
And you behave differently. You know that when you step out of your door, you're no longer private.
Do that now. Star, Donny, Padma,
Exactly.
nice to have you all here.